Hi, I'm Jayson with Burton Snowboards. I'm here to talk to you about the women's freestyle lineup for 2021. So we got the women's boards for 2021. Got a huge collection. We got a couple honorable mentions here, just some non-binary sizes, that sort of thing, in men's boards. So just kind of starting off, these are true twin tips. So again, you can ride these anywhere. Don't let the freestyle category scare you. You can ride them everywhere, but they definitely do excel in more freestyle, terrain, uses, that sort of thing. So the first one kind of up for bid here is the Rewind. So this is a true twin tip, centered stance, same flex front and rear, the whole thing. This board is really fun, easy to ride, makes it easy to press, works really well in the park. For rails and that sort of thing, still excels on jumps. One thing you do notice with this board is it does have these little pads here. What this is what we call a Phileo Flex core profiling technology. So what we do is we thin out the overall core of the board. So with that, by thinning out the internal part of the board, it makes the board really, really soft. So again, easy to flex, easy to press, that sort of thing. But then we put the women's specific triax, which is a little bit lighter gauge of triax glass on it. But when we press that on this board, it does torsionally gets a little stiffer, more responsive. So it's still, once you get the board up to speed, it is going to hold a better edge, better off jumps, that sort of thing. So kind of best of both worlds there. And what these pads are for, they're basically spacers for the bindings. Otherwise you'd be teetering on the channel there. But what it does is it absorbs vibration. It creates a great platform for the bindings as well. And these are also kind of offset, like this is always your heel edge. These are offset at 15 and -15. So most freestyle riders, most riders in general, ride a positive and a negative angle. So what we do is we profile the core out to be at those 15-degree increments, so it matches up with the angles of the bindings a little better. Also a centered base. So centered bases are harder, more resistant to damage. They also are more porous, so they hold wax better. So that's the kind of the benefit there. So that's the Rewind. Real similar shape, you go to the Talent Scout. So this is kind of the team favorite for, like slopestyle, like Anna Gasser, this is her model, it does big air, but again, this board works really well everywhere. A lot of girls ride this in the pipe as well. Just a definite team favorite here. So again, true twin, but you go to full camber. So not a lot of full camber women's boards in the market, but this is definitely one of them. But women's specific triax glass, again, a little bit lighter than what you would see in a men's board that's typically designed for a heavier weight rider. This is gonna be a little quicker, more responsive, edge to edge, but the triax gives you just enough pop that you need. And then a centered base as well. So basically you got similar boards there, just a couple different stiffnesses, I guess. You kind of look at the park as like a spectrum. Like, within the park, there's a lot of different kinds of riding as well. So like a little bit more, jibby, that's boxes and rails and, smaller jumps, that sort of thing. The Rewind's gonna be better for you. If you're hitting, bigger jumps, still, plenty of rail, still fully capable of rails, but bigger jumps, pipe, that sort of thing where you're going faster and need something more stable, that's where the Talent Scout would come in. And then kind of an honorable mention here, we're bringing in the Kilroy Twin. So this is a true twin, biax glass layup, so it's really soft. It is full camber, a lot of board here for coming in at 400 bucks. The reason why I'm mentioning this is it does come in extended sizing. So it does come down to a 135. So you can get, that female rider can, jump on some of these smaller boards and as a different choice, something a little bit more freestyle focused. So that's kind of why I just kind of brought that one into the mix. Is don't overlook it just because it's technically a men's board. It's made for smaller riders. So that's the 2021 women's freestyle lineup from Burton.